Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am back with a quick tutorial, and I decided to do a voiceover this time. So I'm hopping right in with that Fawn with LA Girl Pro Concealer, and basically just cleaning up the bottom part of my brow and blending that down into my lid. And I'm going right in with some Paint Pot to blend all over my lid as a base, because we will be using a lot of colors in this look. So this palette I actually got off of Amazon, which I will link below. It's called Colorboard. They have about 4 different palettes in one for 15 bucks. You can't beat that. But I'm going in with the palette that has the oranges and the warm tones on that. I'm popping an orange right into my crease, as you can see. So now I'm going in with a dark brown from that palette and placing that right in the corner, outer corner of my crease, and I'm doing that on both sides, of course. So what I'm doing now is I'm basically just going ahead and cutting my crease. I want to do a cut crease look, and I'm just taking some more of that eyeshadow primer that I used earlier to cut my crease. So now what I'm doing is just going back in with that dark brown and basically buffing that out into my outer corners just to create a nice little blending effect. And I'm going to go ahead and take some of my setting spray to spray onto my brush to pick up some of this pigment, this orange pigment that was on that palette. Really pretty color. It turned out so pretty. So I'm just going ahead and taking a lighter, like it's a tad bit lighter orange, another orange into the inner corner of my eye, and setting that. It's just going to blend that into the orange that I previously just put down using my flat brush. And of course, just going back in with that brown on the outer corner just to kind of blend everything together on the outside, just to make sure everything looks great. And now I'm just taking a gel black liner and going ahead and creating that wing effect. So with the gel liner, I'm not going to wing it all the way out. I'm actually just taking it mid-lid, and then I'm going to basically blend it up into the brown to give it a more in-depth look with the black that I'm adding with the liner. And I will show you how I do that once I finish. Alright, and so I'm just lifting the end parts of that gel liner and basically moving it up into the crease slightly, but I want to keep it in that same area, not trying to drag it out too much, because this is just to add some depth to the look. And I'm just pulling that black liner up into the crease slightly and doing a brush out effect to kind of just blend it out into that brown as well. So now I am adding Milk of Magnesia to my face, and this is an old routine that I no longer use, but in this video I am using Milk of Magnesia on my face to apply as a face primer. And I'm adding on my lashes. Do remember, I will be placing all products below in the description box, so no worries. I will let you guys know what these fabulous lashes came from. Look how full they are. Yes, girl. Fan. So what I'm doing now is going ahead and applying some liquid glitter that I got from NYX, and I think this is in the rose gold, and I'm just applying that right in my crease, and I'll do that for both sides. And honestly, I think I do about maybe 2 layers of this just to give it some pop. It's very pigmented, so I got this out my local beauty supply store. It's by NYX, and I love it. I think I got this in the rose gold as well as silver, but about 2 coats of this, you're good to go. And here I'm actually creating like an ombre effect, where in the beginning it's like the rose gold, and then I'm going out into more of a pinky type loose glitter. So I basically just dipped the tip of this liquid glitter that I was using. I just dipped that into some loose glitter that I had, and creating this ombre effect with the glitter in the crease. And we cannot forget to blend those lashes into those false lashes. Yes, blend, blend. So in this video, I am using NYX's foundation. I think it's the Can't Stop, Won't Stop, and I cannot remember the shade off the top of my head right now, but of course it will be listed below. And I'm just going in with my beauty blender and blending that all over my face. And I am going back in with Fawn LA Girl Pro Conceal to go ahead and highlight under eyes, nose, forehead, all that good stuff. So once I'm done blending out my highlighter, I like to flip over my beauty blender where I have some leftover foundation to blend out those edges. As you can see, now it's starting to look seamless. So I'm going in with this concealer. It's called Rosewood by Black, if I'm not mistaken, Black Cosmetics. I'll again have it below. And this is what I use to carve out my nose, to go ahead and contour my nose and create that button nose effect. I use Rosewood. And I'm just going to go in with a little bit more Fawn to kind of brighten up my bridge. And I'll go right in with the beauty blender and blend that out. So I will be using Black Radiance setting powder, which is in Honeymoon. This is a setting powder I live by. I don't use the baking method anymore, not too much as I used to do here, but this is also a good setting powder for if you do like to bake. And I'm just going in with a small angled brush to add in some of that orange to the bottom lash line. And I'm just going in with just a nice small fluffy brush to go ahead and tap off all of that excess powder that I used to bake. And here I'm also going in with NYX facial powder, and I'll have that listed below and what shade I'm using, but I'm using that all over my face to kind of just set everything. I hop right into Juvias palette, and I'm using, again, I'll have everything listed below. I don't have everything off the top of my head, but I'm using that really dark brown in the Juvias palette here, and I'm using that to go ahead and basically contouring my forehead, my cheeks, and I'll also be using the same shade to go ahead and contour my nose. So I am going in with my highlighter that is like a gold shimmer, really nice. Have it listed below, and I'm just going into my tear ducts and I'm applying that to my brow bone as well and kind of blending that down, also to the tip of my nose and bridge, like that. And of course you can't forget your cheeks. I love a good blush, and I'm using Black Radiance in Raspberry, I do believe. And I'll add that to my temples as well as the highest points of my cheeks. And I kind of like to go a little over where I contoured it with my blush, just to add that warmth back to my face. And you know, I love rosy cheeks, and also add some to the tip of my nose. And I'm just taking my highlighter back that I put into my brow bone and tear ducts, and I'm applying that to the top points of my cheeks and a little bit on my forehead and on my chin. I'm taking some of that glitter again and adding that to the inner corner of my tear ducts just to kind of give the look a little more pizzazz. I did want some more glitter, so I started adding some to like the beginning part of my bottom lash line. And we cannot forget our mascara to our bottom lash line to finish that look off.
Hey, peace, turn that shit up.
Now we are ready for the grand finale, which is the lips. But first, let's set. So I'm going in with a lip liner that I got from my local beauty supply store. Again, I'll have the brand listed below, but I think this color is in Coffee, which is my favorite lip liner right now. And I am just outlining my lips. As you guys know, I love to overline my lips just a little bit. So I go right above my lip line. And I like to fill in the sides because I love this little pout look that I'm about to create. So I'm using Milani, and this has to be the Matte Naked that I'm using to fill in. And voila, she bad, she bad, she bad, she bad. Look at that. It's like a sunset glitter goodness. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed this look. Please thumbs up, like, share, do what you gotta do to get this video out. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.